It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, four-time Grammy winner Kelly Rowland opens up about new love, X Factor, and Beyoncé. Plus, Kelly performs her sexy new hit single. And what happened since she was fired on Friday? Wendy's got the latest in the Paula Deen controversy. Now, here's Wendy.
Everybody's still talking about the big fallout from Paula Deen and her racist comments. The Food Network. I was surprised that the Food Network dropped them faster than we could blink, right? Because normally, especially when it has something to do with my people, normally, you know, Al Sharpton's got to get on the case, and you know. I was really shocked. I mean, I was done with Paula anyway, but I was so shocked to find out that the Food Network is done with her too, and quick lickety-split after using the N-word. She also suggested, as you guys might have heard, hiring black waiters for a Southern-style plantation wedding. I mean, she just said a whole bunch of stupid stuff in her deposition. It wasn't just the racist thing. I mean, if you enjoy porn and cocaine and you're my sibling, or I'm your sibling, I'd be mad if you put that in the deposition like she did with her own brother. You know, what does that have to do with anything? Paula, why are you talking so much? And please, to you younger people, stop saying, well, she's old, she's 66. If I didn't have older people in my life, I might have chalked it up to that too. Except I'll be 66 in a few years myself. My father's 166, and my mother is right behind him, and they would never say anything so stupid. Don't you know people that are older than Paula Deen? And I mean, I see a few people in the audience who are 66, and I know that you wouldn't say stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. And you know, when older people start to say stupid things like that, this is just me talking as a daughter with older parents. When you feel as though your parents are slipping off the deep end of polite society, it's up to us as the adult-thinking children to pull them back and say, you know, I mean, she's got two younger sons. One of them, the taller one is Jamie. He lives here in New York. How you doing, Jamie? And then the other one. But you know, when you have, Bobby. The other one's Bobby. Well, whatever, at this particular point, they need to be traded in for a better model of son. You're like, how could you let your mother get out there and say stuff like that? And Paula, your age to me is not an excuse. And no matter how she backpedals, you know, she released videos where not only do we see factual in deposition, but she also released not one, but two videos of forgiveness, and one is just as bad as the other. I don't know whether you've seen them, but I'm here to catch you up to speed. Okay, here's the first one where she's begging us for forgiveness. Look.
I am here to say I am so sorry. I was wrong. Yes, I've worked hard and I've made mistakes, but that is no excuse. And I offer my sincere apology to those that I have hurt, and I hope that you forgive me.
Okay, listen, as the professor of body language, I forgot to tell you something before, so we're gonna have to play that one again. There's two things that you should be looking at. When she says sorry, she turns her head no. When she says sincere, hold on, if there's one class I always attended when I was in college at Northeastern University, it was body language. Listen to me, listen. When she says sorry, she goes like this. It's very subtle, you gotta look. And when she says sincere, she goes like this. And also, the whole time that she's talking, her hands are like this. She's not open to you all. She's not telling the truth. All right, now roll it and observe the nuances.
I am here to say I am so sorry. I was wrong. Yes, I've worked hard and I've made mistakes, but that is no excuse. And I offer my sincere apology to those that I have hurt, and I hope that you forgive me.
Okay, so First of all, the words that were coming out of her mouth, I don't know whether you bought them, I didn't. She needs to fire everybody on her PR team and also ask, really. And for some of us, we've heard these things floating around about Paula Deen since forever. I'll take you back to 2012 when she did a New York Times interview, and she made some pretty surprising comments. Here's the nail in the coffin. Hit it.
I feel like the South is almost less prejudiced because black folks played such an integral part in our lives. They were like our family. I have a young man in my life, and his name is Hollis Johnson, and he's black as that board.
Here, isn't he here?
Stand up, Hollis.
Is Hollis here?
Come
Hi,
out here,
Hollis.
Hollis. We can't see you standing against that dark board.
Now listen, we all say stupid things. The difference between us and Paula Deen is we're not stupid enough to say them in polite company. We talk our stupidness at the kitchen table with the blinds shut. By the way, when last we checked, the lines were around the corner for her restaurant down south over the weekend, number one. And QVC, where she has a line of stuff, they are still on the bubble trying to figure out how you all are going to react to whether or not, as to whether or not they should keep her or not. So that's what's going on, the latest update with Paula Deen. And Oprah, are you going to try to entertain this behavior with one of your last chapters or next chapter interviews, Oprah? What can Paula Deen possibly say to backpedal from this, though? Why does it even require an interview? It's just done. She's got her $17 million cushion to lay on. Let's move on. So now, Kim and Kanye have finally named their baby, and you've probably heard, oh, you're laughing. Oh, well, I guess I stand alone. I find nothing wrong with them naming their baby girl Northwest. Am I the only one? Okay, I'm the only one. No, let me stand alone. It was the big scuttlebutt at the nail salon and the diner in Jersey this weekend. Since I'm feeling better, I'm out and about. I'm doing the things that I love. I got acupuncture, I got cupping, and apparently I had a lot of mess in me. Look how dark my cup mark is. Right? The darkest ever. The cupping is where they pull all the toxins out of you. And I've gotten it before, except it hasn't been that dark. So, you know, the sick, it's all coming out. Anyway, look. So I'm at the nail salon and I'm talking to the girls and I'm at the diner and I'm talking, you know, in my town. Everybody was coming up talking about, what do you think about the name? Everybody had their nose all tuned up. I'm still the only one who stands alone. I find nothing wrong with the baby's name being Northwest. I think it's kind of cute. But this is from a woman who, after laying on bed rest for 9 months and suffering several miscarriages to have my little Kevin, the baby was gonna be named Kevin whether it was a boy or girl. I had it. And furthermore, you know my marital name is Hunter. I was thinking about going there and Hunter. But there's no middle name, so Northwest. They're gonna call the little girl Nori for short. Why does she need a short name? Why can't you just call her North? I think it's cute. But I thought about it and what I was going to say to you guys today, because clearly I stand alone with liking this name, and that's okay. I'm scouring on my Facebook page, seeing what people are saying. Everybody's dissing, left, right. Finally, I came across the comment that co-signs with me. And this is what this person said from my Facebook. What's the difference between a kid named Northwest or Blue Ivy Carter and a kid named Bumquita or Aquanetta? Hold on, because this does make sense. North and Blue won't ever have to fill out a job application. Please get over it. Who cares what these billionaires name their children? It's the thousandaires that need to do better. And that's exactly what I wanted to share with you. You know, until we can do better in naming our kids, I see nothing wrong with Northwest. As a matter of fact, didn't she say on Jay Leno that she was at first thinking about naming the little girl Easton, so it would be East and West? I like that too. I like that also. But in other news regarding these two, According to the New York Daily News, Kanye is close to popping the question. Jay-Z reportedly told Kanye that being married is more fulfilling than being a baby's daddy. Yeah, being married to Beyoncé is more fulfilling. Another quick short comment and then we're going to move on. I don't believe that thing that we're reading about he gave her a black diamond. I don't believe that they're going to be getting married in September. I don't believe that they're ever going to get married. I think that this relationship is done. In my mind, this is Kris Kardashian Jenner putting that out there to make it seem like her daughter is not a baby's mother, which is what it amounts to. And I could be wrong, and if I am, let it be known today, Monday, June 24th, if I am wrong and they actually get married, I will eat crow right here on this stage with a lot of hot sauce. As long as it's cooked by somebody who knows what they're doing, like Wolfgang Puck or Bobby Flay or somebody. No, I don't think they're going to get married. Nice try, Chris. Our first guest is a founding member of one of the most successful girl groups in music history. I'm talking about Destiny's Child. She's a Grammy-winning, multi-platinum artist, and her new album is called Talk a Good Game. Please welcome, for the very first time on The Wendy Show, Kelly Rowland. This is your first time being here. And I kept questioning my staff. This is our 4th season. We talk about you. I've talked to you through the TV so many times.
I can listen to this woman talk all day.
No, so look at me. First,
so many times.
No.
I'm sorry.
So, look, first we're going to start with the shoe cam.
Okay.
If you place your feet...
I love the shoe cam.
Gorgeous. I love the heel detail down low. It's good.
Thank you.
So, wig or weave? It's gorgeous.
Oh, this right here is one of my girls.
That would be code talk for wig.
Absolutely.
I call mine my girls too.
They're my girls. I don't know how many. I think I've lost count.
Yes.
But I love them. They're just a little hat.
And you put them on.
Yes,
yeah.
And they look great.
Do you know what I find, because you mentioned hat, when you have a wig on, do you also enjoy wearing a hat? I find hats. Oh, you do?
Yes, especially on a really bad hair day. You know, sometimes, you know, when the hair just start getting a little clumped up together.
That's when you swap one wig out for the other, though.
So unless you done worn all of them 7 days of the week, and then you might need a little hat to just cover it, and then the bottom still looks cute.
I do understand.
I know y'all looking at me like I'm crazy, but I just have it down to a science.
It's wig talk. But listen, congratulations on X Factor.
Thank you.
You know, Kelly, I originally heard that you had gotten fired from the UK X Factor. No. So I was looking at you side-eye through the TV when I said, now you're going to come over here and be on X Factor. They fired you?
No.
But I understand that we were wrong here on Hot Topics, so clear that up for us.
No, basically, I just wanted to get into the studio after I finished up the first X Factor, and it wasn't the right time to do it.
In the UK?
Yeah, and I just wanted to be back in the studio again, making music, and that's exactly what I did, hence Talk a Good Game, so.
Good.
Yeah.
So now you're ready for US X Factor.
Yes.
Which I think all those judging chairs on all the judges' shows, I've always said that's a really terrific job. You get a few $1 million, you know, you have a schedule where you're sitting, you know, and it's good. And you're working with 3 female judges and Simon.
Simon is wonderful, and I heard that we both have something in common. You think he's sexy.
I do.
As do I. This is my first time saying it.
Were you embarrassed before to say it?
A little, but I've been waiting for somebody to have that in common with me. I'm like, I just think he walks in the room and he keeps doing this like wink thing at you. You like, boy, don't you do that.
I'm telling you, like, I was a little embarrassed to say it also until I just said, you know what, somebody's got to start the bandwagon. I'm telling you, you have to see Simon close up to understand, or if you don't see it through the TV, and that tuft of hair.
Yeah, Well, I don't see any
you don't like the hair?
I don't ever see any hair. It's more so I can't wait till you sit next to him and he just starts winking at you.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
You're gonna be like, oh, you
Yeah.
better sit down somewhere.
Yes, yes, he's
Yeah.
very attractive.
Yes.
All right, now let's talk about your album, Talk a Good Game.
Yes.
What a sexy cover.
Thank you.
Let's look at that. Okay, so there you are. Now, if you don't mind me analyzing a little too hard, I don't remember your breasts being that big.
No, they weren't.
You got the implants.
I did.
Thank you for being honest.
I did. I'm very honest about that. The only reason why I'm honest about that is because I think that so many women inquire about it, and I think that so many people are jumping to surgery nowadays, and I think it's important that you take the time, understand what you're getting yourself into,
Yes.
be healthy, you know, get everything done properly.
Yes,
You
yes,
know, so you're not
properly.
just going in there blindsided.
Yes.
You know?
Did you get under the muscle or over the muscle?
Under.
Under the muscle.
Yes, it
Me
was
too.
smarter.
Me
they
too.
They look cuter.
And not only that, they stay up a lot longer since
Do they?
1994, and they're still good.
Nice!
They're still good.
Honey.
So, do you enjoy your nakedness more?
I enjoy being braless a lot more.
Yeah, it's good.
Yes.
But not for everybody, right?
Yeah, not for everybody.
Right.
And, you know, sometimes I think the Tune in Tokyo situation kind of...
Yeah, their headlines come on. Yeah, yeah. So now in the song Dirty Laundry, and everybody's talked about it, there was a line where you said something about how you felt rage over Beyonce's success. Can you explain?
Basically, in that time, this was years ago, by the way, that all of this happened with Dirty Laundry, but years ago, I was in a place...
Did you write the song years ago?
Me and Dream sat down, we had a conversation, and it was a conversation that he put into lyric form.
Okay, go ahead.
So he says we both wrote it, and I agree with that. But basically, it was a time where it was just I was growing, I was young, I was making so many decisions by myself, especially coming away from the group, wanting success by myself, away from Destiny's Child. And that's basically what that was. You know what I mean? I think that when you grow up in front of people, in front of the world,
Yes.
everybody looks at everything under a fine-tooth comb, you know, and it's just...
Yes, we know.
Yes.
It's called Hot Topics.
Exactly. Exactly. So it was just me going through all of that and being young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, do you know that I have called you one of the most beautiful women in the world?
You did?
Yeah, I have. I've said it right here on the show. This is before I knew you were coming or anything like that. I just think you're good. Now, in the song, you said something very shocking. I wasn't as shocked that you said that you were raging for Beyonce's success. I wasn't shocked for that. But what I was shocked about is that you were in an abusive relationship.
I was in a relationship that was so hard on me.
How many years?
It was a long time. It was about 3.5, maybe 4 years.
Really?
And nobody knew about it, of course. I said, like, you'll never know. And in the song, I make that very clear. But I was just, even thinking about it is just so crazy. You know what I mean? That I could actually not think even more of myself in that time to get out of it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what is so important about Dirty Laundry to me, is because I wanted young girls to know if they are in these relationships, they gotta get out.
See, you're a sharer, and that's good. Can I just ask you, before we go into the break, was it physical abuse? Like, was he punching you in the head, or was it mental abuse? Neither one is good.
I'd rather not get into the details of it. Because I don't think that's important. To me, the most important thing was sharing the message.
Yes.
Telling young girls that this is real, and letting them know I'm human. I've made bad mistakes, good decisions, bad decisions, and I'm human at the end of the day. Even though all of this is nice, I'm human.
We like you. We like you a lot. Up next, everybody, we're going to talk to Kelly about her dating life and find out about a possible Destiny's Child's reunion. We're back with R&B superstar Kelly Rowland. So you're gorgeous and beautiful, and I want to know about your love life.
Oh, gosh. Oh, wait, before you go into that, I just want to clear one thing up.
Okay.
I never had rage against my sister.
It wasn't that was the line in the song?
But I was in rage of all the things that I was going through.
Oh,
the
I got it.
decisions that I was making, things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the song is about me, above anything. Sorry, I just had to clear that up.
Yes.
Because I love my sister, and we all do.
Okay. Now, are you in love?
I
Dating?
I am dating.
Do you love him?
I do. I
Do you want to get married one day, maybe?
do. I do want to get married. I feel like I'm missing out. I really, really do. I'm missing out on love
Well,
and
you're young.
marriage.
How old are
and-
you now, Kelly?
I'm 32 now.
I mean, your eggs are still good, and you've got a beat more time. This is what I was telling you through the TV. You know I talk about the count. And you know, she was my #1 count person. When I found out that you were over across the pond with the X Factor, I said, she needs to meet a count. A count?
What is a count?
Okay, better than just any man.
Okay.
A count is an older man. He's at least 60 years old. He's already had his kids, and he's already been married a couple of times. Look at me.
Okay.
You will always be the young, cute chippy to him, and he will treat you. Oh, and he has to have an accent. He's definitely not from Jersey. You know what I mean? And he's got lots of Lucci. So while you're out making music and things like that, you always know that no matter how your career goes, you got a pillow of money to fall back on. The count. But so this fella is not a count. He's from here.
He's just a good guy, and I'm just very happy above anything.
Here's what I was shocked about you, Kelly Rowland.
What?
Now, you know, because the first time we met, I was on the radio and stuff, and, you know, I did, like, Hot Topics on the radio. I, as nosy as I was, I never knew that you were engaged in the past.
Yeah, been there, done that. X-talk is X-talk. Don't want to talk that.
So you don't even want to talk about it.
It's not worth talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry. Somebody said, ooh.
But let me just...
But it's not.
No, we don't have to talk about it, but let me just tell you one thing, okay? It was a football player, and she, like Carrie, do you remember that episode on Sex and the City when Carrie took the magazine cover?
He don't need all of that.
We'll talk later. Look. Okay, so you and Michelle and Beyonce, when you get together, and I'm sure it doesn't happen much because everybody's busy, and now you got 2 jobs. You're promoting an album and the X Factor you're doing, which starts in the fall.
Yes.
But when you do get together, what do you love to do, the 3 of you, the most?
Eat.
I'm
telling you, we are Southern girls. Of course, Michelle's from the Midwest, but I swear this girl just, thank God for her. She just completed the formula.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lord, for always bringing my girl Michelle. But we love to eat. I remember one time they were doing this thing, and for the credits at the end of the show, we mentioned food every single time. So it was like, ooh, girl, I want a turkey neck. Ooh, I want some greens. Ooh, I'd be glad if I get a sandwich. Can somebody pass me a pickle?
turkey neck.
Can I get some ice cream? Like, we were asking for so much food.
Yeah.
So when we get together, it's all about food.
So then you're like the rest of us.
Yes, yes.
Does, I know Baby Blue is doing a little bit of talking, forming a few words now. What does she call you?
Kay.
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 So cute. So cute. Destiny's Child.
She's so gorgeous.
She's a very beautiful baby. Is Beyonce pregnant again?
Stop it.
Okay, I just figured I'd ask.
Stop it.
No, look, we enjoyed seeing your reunion at the Super Bowl.
That was so much fun.
It was fun to watch.
So much fun.
Is there any chance that we'll be seeing that, but in album form?
We haven't talked about it.
Yeah.
We get together. I just saw B the other day. I'll be seeing Michelle next week in LA. We talk all the time, but when we bring up conversation, it's never about an album.
Yes.
And when I reached out to them about the record for my album, Talk a Good Game for You Change, which is a record that's on there,
yes,
they were in the studio like within the week and got it done. And we got in the studio, finished up the record, they sent it back to me. And I said, oh my God, we sound so good together.
I love that.
And you forget, you know what I mean? Even after Super Bowl, like, that was a whirlwind.
It really was.
It happened so fast. We rehearsed for months. Beyonce rehearsed for months.
Yes.
She worked her butt off for that. She killed it. And it was just so great that we all got up there together, but it happened like this.
Yes.
So
Well,
months of rehearsals was 7 minutes.
But it looked great, and we really enjoyed conversation with you.
Thank you.
I did, but I know you did too.
Thank you.